I think we started. Starting in 24 seconds. And what up, everybody? It is I, MJ Jones, and B Block Brandon. We out here doing our thing. We're about to get it started for another episode of the ScumDog HunnidAires episode number 4. But before I do, let us get in to one of the songs. This one a little short track, but it's from one of the homies from back at home in the Shy, 21 Pills.
I ain't never scared. Give a nigga injuries before I ever give a damn. When I was like 10, was giddy up in Kitty Land. High school, I was fucking bitches in a minivan, parked in the driveway. Graduated, got me your eye day. Went to Vegas, hit it straight to Titty Land. Shot nigga, no, I ain't Philly man, but I am a fresh prince, just ain't got a Vivian. So I Uncle Phil up the blunts with the motherfucking kill. For sure, kid. Only thing on my mind was getting the deal. God pulled me from that long line and gave me some kids. Some of the people that I used to roll with caught flats. My closest cats became lost vets. And that's that. I won't stress in the studio, no rest. And it's just.
Yo, that's my dog, 21 Pills. He from Chicago. Man, that's my dog. But what's good with your block? I said, but what's good with your boy? Another day, another damn day. You ain't lying, dog. Hold on. Man, dog, for me, you know, I'm overcoming the struggles now that I was enduring from a day before, but we back and we got it cracking again. You know, I'm starting to feel my mojo running again. They talk about what was it, Venus or Mercury was in retrograde. I wish that shit get back in the grade it's supposed to be back in.
I just see a lot of people up in arms about that, man. I gotta get more into it. I don't know much about all that stuff.
Dog, me neither.
Everybody, but thumbs down for sure.
Dog, that shit trash, cuz. But man, let's see. We ain't gonna dry up the vaginas right away with the sports talk. So just in case it's some ladies around, hey ladies, we gonna talk about some of our non-sports topics first. Dog, what you got on deck, man? Like, first off, let's start with how was your Father's Day? It was something, yeah.
I got some great gifts. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm real simple. So my mom got me shoes actually tonight that I wasn't expecting. The wife, she got me this book, children's book, and she edited it to have our children's names in it.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's the story of them telling, how I helped them grow and things of that nature. Oh, she's pulling the book out.
Yeah,
let me see if y'all can see it.
you gonna have to bag it up some, cause it's there you go.
Good?
Yeah, I can see some of it. Some of the some of it's being chopped out, but it say "Daddy look." I always, that's dope. Is that your face too?
Huh?
That's supposed to be your face too?
Yeah, it's mine and my 2 kids. So,
Oh shit!
yeah, she got that. put their names in it. So it's like they're telling a story about how I helped them, you know, grow throughout life.
That
And
shit
just
dope.
being, it's nice, man. It's real nice. I've read it a few times yesterday, so
Man, I ain't
it was
getting
nice.
nothing that nice.
Yeah, I love the gift. Got a couple shirts. I just chilled the rest of the day, man. It was game 7.
Man,
Uh,
I know exactly what you mean.
I took some time to chill with myself. It's good. It was alright. It was
I was supposed to have went to a Father's Day picnic, and instead of doing that, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna sit around here in my feelings because
alright.
I'm not happy right now. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where it wasn't from my kids or you know anybody like that. It's just a whole lot of. It's like a missing the comfort of someone of your partner appreciating your work, and I was missing that shit. Like, man, motherfucker, being I do a lot, and I'm not being appreciated by a partner for the shit that I do, and you know that shit be bothering me more so than anything. So that shit bothered me and put me in the dumps for most of the damn day. But my kids, you know, they cool, they happy, they doing what they can. They bring me a bowl of cereal. They brought me a nice little card, Avengers card, talk about I'm the hero. And then, you know, just, you know, things like that. And, you know, I get cards from my mama and my grandma and, you know, conversations from them. My little brother's talking about, you know, they taking notes from me and shit. Like, nah, nigga, don't take no notes from me. Like, shit, if you take notes from me, just take it from whatever you see I do right, and then continue on from there.
They
Cause
see you best at the end of the day. A
man,
lot of it, you know, feelings. I know I was in mine. Most of the morning and afternoon. It's internal. You know, not
mm-hmm.
mom is not anybody else bringing. You know that mindset is me. You know, feeling like you know the measure stick that I'm reaching to be that father is not being met at times. When in actuality it is, but from my standards, it's not nowhere near close to this.
I know exactly what you mean.
Huh?
So I know exactly
Little
what you
brothers
mean.
talking about, you know, they.
Yeah. You know, I woke up feeling that, and you know, then the gifts started coming in. It kind of it changed a little bit. The games helped a little bit more too. Yeah, man, it's just like I said, yes, I think I told you yesterday, man. It wasn't really that type of day like it used to
Mm-hmm. I know
be. Man,
exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, man. But enough of the somber news of Father's Day. I
like
mean,
I
yeah, shit, fuck all that somber news. What else you get? uh,
so
oh,
I got a question.
go ahead,
So
yeah.
what you ended up watching that version?
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Like very little. Well, I watched a little bit more than a little bit of it. I didn't watch it live. I watched it on what they call it, John. Uh, what did I watch that shit on? YouTube. How the fuck I forget what I watched it on? We sitting here broadcasting on the shit. But I watched a little bit on YouTube a couple days later and shit. And I hate to say it, but Trina got smoked. She had some shit that was pretty good that I was like, I forgot she was on this.
Oh God, the big.
But she got smoked. She had her boots smoked like 50. I scored it like 15-5.
Oh.
She got
You
a
ain't really heard the stuff, right? Like,
dog. Like I probably didn't get the last 5 songs, but I still gave the last 5 to Eve because I'm like she still ain't play Philly. She still ain't play a couple of the other songs that I knew that I was like waiting for it. I was like, oh nah, this shit is in the bag.
It's not fair, bro.
Yeah, hired gun, we on, dog. We on. We out here in these streets. Did you watch it, man?
No.
He said, fuck that, I want to watch this shit. Hey, but this Wednesday, we got Bow Wow and Soulja Boy.
Yeah. You seen they've been going back and forth.
I heard they've been going back and forth on Twitter and shit. I can't wait. I hope they come in there spicy too. I hope they come in there with all the spice for each other.
It's mostly Soulja Boy doing all the talking, but he I don't think it's terrible either, but I think Al gonna watch it too.
And I don't know.
I think he gonna watch it, man.
I don't know. It's like, man, when if some of that hood shit come on that Soulja Boy got, and that shit come on at the right time, you ain't gonna want to hear no kiss me through the phone with some what's the one he got with booty meat down? Is it that the one? I think it's a booty meat down song. Booty meat down, nigga. Kiss me through the phone. Fuck a kiss me through the phone. I want to see that booty meat down. Dog. Dog. And plus, you got Drake. I mean, Soulja Boy got some other shit with some bigger names that you wouldn't even think about. That's kind of like how Trina was coming out. I was like, damn, I forgot she had that song with was it Pop Lock and Drop It? No, it was another one of them songs, but one of them songs with one of them old St. Louis cats. What's the one with the dude? That shit. That motherfucker.
No, that was Franchise Boy.
No, not the other dude though. He was with Nelly and them.
Oh, the lunatic.
He wasn't a lunatic though. He was just from St. Louis. Yeah, that's the nigga. That's the nigga named Chingy. He the transsexual lover. Man, that, huh?
You can't speak like that, man. It's just a month.
Oh.
We gotta simmer down on that.
Yeah. Okay, over to other news. I had a question for you. So, I was just chilling the other day, and I was like, man. So, do you think men are confused by what some women say, and what they actively do? So, what I mean by that, right? I was watching a young lady wash her car the other day, and you get a lot of women that say, I want a man that's gonna get my car, take my keys, fill up my tank, wash my car. But then at the same instance, they be screaming, I'm independent, I'm a savage, I don't need a man to do nothing. And so then, like, let's say, you can't talk about this. I've been out of the dating scene before. And I was out of the dating scene for a long time. And then I get back into the dating scene, and it's like, chicks is like, well, why you ain't do this? Well, shit, the last chick I was with, she wanted to pump her own gas. She wanted to wash her own car. But now you want me to pump your gas, wash your car. It's like, all right. Like, dudes is confused out here in these streets.
Good.
I mean,
I definitely understand because I get confused on a daily basis with little stuff,
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. When you up into what a man should do, so it's like straightforward. You know?
Right. And then they want to tell you, oh, well, what a man should do is take out the trash, and then they leave the shit by the door for a year. They might as well leave a sticky note with your name above the shit. Right, like damn. But I can't stand that shit, dog. Like, but so I bring all of that up because it's so different, and it's hard to communicate these things with your spouse and or your significant other, and you get into conversations where some conversations are hard to have, or some conversations you just don't want to have. Like, one of those conversations that could possibly be tough to have for some is like sex. Like, man, some dudes are scared to ask their wife if, yo, are you being satisfied? Like dog, like you scared to ask your wife if she's being satisfied? Like, how y'all gonna get to that? How y'all gonna get past year 5? How y'all gonna get past year 10? Because let's say she not satisfied. She not saying nothing to you. You not saying nothing to her. Who's saying something to who is the question. And like, you ever had that conversation?
Oh, no. I don't think we've had that conversation. With the communication part, I know me personally, I used to feel like I didn't want to start something, or not that I didn't want to hear the answer I was given, but in my opinion, where was the question I'm asking, or things like that. That's but then that's still, you gotta figure out to push that aside and just, you gotta communicate.
Right. Because I mean, it's a tough situation. I've seen a lot of people in that situation. yeah, because you gotta think about it, like, dog, like what happens at the point, like I was listening to this conversation earlier. That's how it's like so fresh in my mind. It's like, what if you get tired of fucking her yourself? So it's like, like, you get tired of fucking her yourself. Like, if you tired of the sex, because some women's sex drive is high,
Right.
and so some women's sex drive is high to the point where they want it quite often. And if you can't deliver it enough, and you tired of doing it, doing that, I mean, you're gonna run into a problem. Or if it's just trash, and you sit there and you be like, babe, look, you gotta step your game up. Your shit trash right now. Like, it's boring in here. Like, niggas don't want to have that conversation because it's so uncomfortable. Like, how can you sit there and tell your partner, your spouse, hey, this shit trash? Like, you gotta step your game up, and that go for women too. Like
They don't want to hear it. I mean, not don't want to hear it, but that's a big ego there.
mm-hmm. That's, dog. Could you imagine? Like, you feel like you just put in the best 3 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
And then she be like, it's a good job, babe. Reach over into the desk, grab Bob, and go to work. And then you be like, yo, what was up with that? And you like, you just wasn't doing it for me. Like,
I would rather you step out.
I mean, yeah, because at some point that's gonna be the next thing. Like if y'all not comfortable enough to have that conversation, that's gonna be the next. Like somebody's gonna be infidel against the other.
Now,
And
my question to you is, would you get the hint, kind of?
would I get the hint?
Would you get the hint? Like, it's an easy hint?
It's like it's not a hint. I'm blunt. So if I got a problem with it, I'm just gonna say it. Like after day 2 or 3 or time 2 or 3, I'm like, yo, I got a problem. This shit. What's going on, shawty? What's going on? But like if the problem is with me, tell me from jump. Tell me in the most harshest way you possibly can. Cause I'm gonna run to the gas station. I'm gonna get that pink horsepower and I'm gonna redeem myself. Like shit. Like man, I gotta redeem my stroke. Like Big Josh say, man, we gotta redeem this stroke, yo.
Straightforward. Yeah, be straightforward with it, man. That closes off everything else, man. But people don't want to be hearing it. They don't want to deal with the ego hit. They're gonna feel.
Nah.
And then, but then too, say your significant other say that, some will instantly think that something's already going on outside. So,
That's true.
So, you don't want to prolong it so long too. So that's why, communication. That more than anything.
Yeah, cause you watched The Shy?
I stopped watching it after the second season.
I know why you stopped watching it till you ain't even gotta go no further. Cause we can't talk about it.
Oh, it was quite cute.
Yeah.
Stopped watching that.
Yeah, I was the same way. Then I was like, you know what? I'll go back. And this season, like, it's been an emotional season. This season, it's been an emotional season. Last season, I was like, this shit starting to fall off.
I didn't even see I didn't see no episode. I seen clips of it. I seen what people were saying about it. I'm like, I'm not gonna give it time of day now.
Yeah, but yeah, this past season it's been pretty good. But I brought it up because in the show it's a guy named Emmett, and Emmett on the show, he got his girl Tiffany, and Emmett and Tiffany had a little issue in their relationship where Emmett had smashed Lala.
Oh.
And when he smashed Lala, it was before him and her got married. And so him and the girl Tiffany get married, and then he started tweaking, like, he started having anxiety about holding this secret. And so he finally goes and say, hey, look, I fucked up. I fucked Lala. That ain't her name on the show, but he was like, I fucked Lala, and I'm sorry. But she's like, nah, nigga, I ain't trying to hit. So she go out immediately. She was selling weed on the social, so she go out immediately and fuck a customer. And then she come back and she talking and she telling this nigga, I fucked him and he get head better than you. That's what she told him. I was like, damn, like this, like this ain't how the conversation's supposed to go. Like you just trying to say everything that you can to hurt my feelings right now. But then then she brings up to them because she enjoyed it that they should have an open relationship. So now he thinking like, hey, is it because I'm trash in bed? And they never had that conversation. They ain't communicate everything with one another that's going on. So now they got this problem. So she throw out there like, hey, let's have a open relationship. So this ma go and take advantage of it. But he bring the bitch back to the crib. like nah, you messed up already. You shouldn't bring her back to the crib. You can't bring her back to the crib. They gonna already automatically know because some smell different. What the fuck? What kind of bionic nose you got? But you know, all of that's crazy because it can be avoided by just having conversation. He messed up because he ain't tell her, you know, hey, this happened before, or you know, even prior to him proposing engagement, he ain't spill the beans. So you know, all of that shit just be, you know, going haywire for no fucking reason.
Yeah. Man, communication should be the simplest part of the relationship and marriage going forward, man. If you just not willing to work on that, or you know, just willing to do it, it might as well pack it up and jump.
Bruh, like, man, it is. It's like I've been through it, so it's like you start getting to the point where you're not talking. One motherfucker over here, another motherfucker over there. Ain't nobody having a conversation. Ain't nobody listening to each other. Ain't nobody saying hi, bye when they walk in the room. It's just a bunch of nothing and emptiness. And don't nobody want to live like that. Like,
set off on your own, you know? That's set off on your own.
Exactly. Like you can live exactly like that on your goddamn own. And don't nobody want to, you know, go through living a life like that at all. At you know, any, like, it just is what it is at that point. But yeah, exactly. Because another thing that happened from it, like you sitting there watching it, like you think about what I was just talking about in terms of them going off. Women don't involve sex the same way that men do. And what I mean by that is a man can possibly go in there, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and bounce. But a woman, she will get in there, have feelings involved. It's more than just sex for them. They got connections and spiritual connections and emotional connections that are all tied into that. And it's like, shit, well, I thought you loved me. you can't get into that type of scenario and be like, man, yo, I ain't got no feelings or I'm a savage, cause nigga, nah, that woman will break your heart in the worst way. You be like, man, I was just fucking her, but you love that nigga.
Right.
And well, nigga, this the predicament you set yourself up for. I mean, shit.
Possibility, but they don't act, they don't fall out. They want to point the finger at the world, man. Real mature.
Oh God. And you know, just talking about that bring me over to another movie I watched this past weekend. Did you get a chance to watch Fatherhood?
You know what, man? I wanted to see it. You know, I saw the first half of the first 20 minutes and ended up doing something. Then came back to the last 15. So I missed a good chunk of it. But from what I was told, man, it was a deep movie.
I mean, it is, but allow me to be a critic of a different variety right now. This movie is called Fatherhood, and it's about a single father. Now, this movie to me was not about a single father. It was not about fatherhood. To me, it was more so about missing a woman. Right?
Yeah, you know that do make sense. It does make sense.
Like, bruh, the movie didn't show me that's what fatherhood is about, because to me, I didn't see any signs of what fatherhood was in that movie. I mean, except a couple shitty diapers, a couple, headaches here and there that he may have had from, dropping his kid off and going to school, shit like that. But, man, look, this movie was about this man being stuck on his dead wife, and that's it. I was not happy with it. I was like, dog, I understand she died, but she ain't even have to die for him to, like, she could have just left.
Yeah.
Like, they make so many black daddies just leave. So many black mamas have left before too. How come the black mama couldn't have just left?
Yeah.
And then he had to play daddy. From there, they could have showed him play daddy, because this shit get deep when you be a daddy to a girl.
Yeah.
As a single daddy. Like, they could have helped me out so much, because my daughter ain't hit that point yet. And I need some tips, goddamn. We finna hit that point, and I'm not looking forward to it. And fatherhood could have been a good stepping stone to it.
Right. So because I seen the end of it, and they stopped when she was 7.
Man, she's probably only like 7 years.
But I can see what you're saying with that. My question with because I was told how the movie went quiet. And the only part I can see is the struggle of his take on fatherhood was when I guess I'm spoiling the movie for him, but the mom or the mother was always trying to, I guess, get the daughter, force him to give her the kids and all that stuff.
The grandma, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the main part of the struggle of the fatherhood was, I guess, proving that he could do it on his own. But I don't know. I didn't see the movie, so did it show anything like that of him struggling to keep his child and prove that he could do it?
So, like, it showed him go to one doctor's appointment. It showed him have to rush to the hospital one time because she bumped her head trying to dive on somebody. But, like, even that point of the mother-in-law trying to take the kid, oh, nigga, that shit had me hot. I was in this motherfucker I was about to yank my TV off the wall. Because, like, dog, I can't stand a fucking mother-in-law that is just gonna butt her way into some shit that she ain't got no business in. And that shit was just giving me all kinds of triggering fucking reactions. Like, dog, she talk about, I'm gonna stay here for 6 months. You gonna stay where for 6 months? Not in this house. Shit, man. Then she talk about, you gotta prove to me. I gotta prove to what? Bitch, man, you got to be fucking kidding me. This is my sperm. Like, come on, really?
I could tell in the beginning of it, they had a little friction back and forth when they was in the delivery room and on that little iPad. Like, you could tell she was that type, So
Talk about move out the way. Bitch, you move. And dog, that was triggering me, giving me all kinds of like PTSD and man, dog. I'm like, man, I'm yelling at the TV. My kid's like, why you yelling at the TV? Oh, I'm sorry.
They can't hear you, Dad.
Like, I'm sorry, my bad. we go switch it up in just a little bit now to music, man. Her, did you finish the album?
I got to 12.
You got to 12? Okay, that's good enough, cause the first 12 is smoking. Actually, the album really don't start till. Nah, fuck that. The album started from jump, cause the first song was just slap, and as soon as it came on, I was like, damn, this shit groovy as hell. Right. And then the next track came on, and it was Ty Dolla. I was like, yo, we got a Ty Dolla feature. Man, Ty Dolla like Nate Dogg or the hook shit. Him and Jeremiah. What's your favorite songs off the, you know?
That one with Ty Dolla. You know, that one kind of grew on me. And then the one with Chris Brown, I think is real good too.
That one go hard. Like, dog. Yeah. That shit, I was listening to it again, like, before we started this, and I was like, yo, this shit go. And then I ran it back, and then when I ended up pressing the button too many times, and I heard another one that I was like, yo, I forgot about how much I like this one. And that was the song Lucky. Like, dog, that shit was going hard, man. And then it's another song on there called Back of My Mind. Dog, man, that album. My mama called me. What'd you say?
I don't think I remember that. You said Back of My Mind?
Yeah, Back of My Mind. Let me see.
I'm gonna listen to that again. I don't remember that.
I could probably pull it up for a little hot second. My mama called me like, hey, this come through, that shit cold. I was like, man, look, ma, I told you. She be setting the vibes. That shit.
I think I'm at the point, man, her and Anderson .Paak. I don't think I've heard any song that I didn't like.
You said who?
Anderson .Paak.
Oh, Anderson .Paak, yeah. I say
both of them. I can listen to anything they play. I can listen to that.
Her and SZA.
Oh yeah.
SZA don't miss for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, god damn, she on fire, dog. Like, SZA, like, I think she coming up next. SZA, like right after Snow. I don't know if it's gonna be like next week or nothing like that, but she coming up next, and then right after her is gonna be Snow Allegra. So, yo, it's gonna be.
I don't think I've not heard anything from her.
Who, Snow Allegra?
Yeah.
Oh, dog. Oh, but Back of My Mind, that's the Ty Dolla song.
That's new to me.
No, Back of My Mind, that's the name of the Ty Dolla song.
Oh, okay. No, okay. I'm thinking about Snow Allegra.
Okay. But Snow, let's see, I'm about to show you the Snow song. Let me pull the Snow song up. Cause I'm sure you heard the song. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but here you go.
It's not that I don't want you here. Yeah. It's something about the way you stare.
That's fair. You get it, man.
Oh shit, yeah. Hold on.
I fall for you every time I try to resist you. We can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is in the visions on replay. Sit right next to you. I try not to show.
You heard that one?
I've heard that one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the shit. That's my shit right there. Snow, right? Dog. Snow, she be killing it.
But that's, I don't think I've heard any other song from her. I'm gonna listen to it.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta get the name of her last album is called Oh Those Fields Again. But man, dog, she got a couple tracks on there. What's the other one I like on there? Oh, the Situationship. That's the one I like. I'm gonna play this one real quick too.
Forget you now. I don't mean to go on and confuse you. I know I'm confusing now.
Yeah, but I can't play the whole thing because, you know, they be trying to hit a nigga. But Snow, she be killing it, dog. Like,
yeah,
she one of them ones.
She up next.
Yeah, in the R&B field. But you know, we had some more shit come out over the weekend, and it wasn't really for the R&B crowd. It was more so for them niggas that like that trap shit. It said block your sound is low. Oh, I think that might be him not talking too loud, but that could be me too. But
y'all hear me?
Let me see. I'm gonna play this one little track from the Trap City. So here we go, real fast. Oh, hold on, I gotta turn the volume up.
Trap shit, trap shit, trap.
Selling Vin Diesel, strong cookie that Keisha. Gucci pumping peas like Georgia just made it legal. Higher than an eagle, leaning like Beanie Siegel. Flyer than a pilot, jean jacket by Diesel. All gold rocket, the socket matching my phone posit. Use a nobody, she going, she fuck with everybody. Lil' Chris, boys in the hood, wanna see a dead body. Fold pockets, stuff in La Fleur, we busted everybody. At club, crucial, these hood bitches, they love crucial. That's my young shooter, recruit them to send some slugs through. Research them before they come.
Hey, I ain't gonna play the whole track for that one either, but yo, he getting in this bag. That's like old Gucci right there.
Yeah.
And he got a little baby on that jump.
Oh yeah, you know I've heard it this past Saturday.
Oh, the whole album or the song?
Yeah.
Yo.
No, the song I heard it this past Saturday.
Yo, man.
No, you right, it do sound like the old him though.
Buddy back in his bag.
Yup.
Man, he back in his bag, and we can't do nothing but love it when he back in his bag. Did my shit just freeze on me? Am I still moving on y'all end?
I was just about to tell you that, man. I was texting you too.
Oh shit! Which, as long as y'all can hear me, we good.
All right.
But let's see. What I was gonna say. Let's move it on over to the sports side. Or I can hear the vagina's drying now. It's vagina drying time, ladies. As we move over to the sports part of the podcast. That's the sound of the vagina drying right there.
You got the radio voice right now.
Now, but as we get into this, dog, I ain't gonna start with the NBA playoffs right off the bat because I saw some shit over the weekend that just piqued my ears, and it was the Big 3 draft.
I missed that, man.
Yes, the Big 3 draft.
Info. I did not know that.
The Big 3's draft happened. I watched it yesterday, and It probably happened probably like 3 days before that. So, man, the number 1 pick in the draft though was Isaiah Austin. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
From Baylor. Dog.
Yeah.
They say he been in China clowning, dropping 50 on people's heads. Talking about some, hey, it's light work out here in these streets. Dog, they say he been giving people buckets, and it's funny because the team that he gonna be on is Nick Young's team.
Okay.
He gonna be on Swaggy P team. And
What's that roster?
I don't know, but the coach is Gilbert Arenas. Swaggy P is the shooter. And everybody else, he said, plays defense. Swaggy said, everybody that's just to rebound and shoot and pass me the ball. Yo.
Gonna be about 2.0, man.
If you watch the draft on YouTube, dog, like I think he like one of the first interviews, and he like, man, they just there to pass me the ball so I can shoot. I'm like, this nigga is already OC. Said Gilbert came and took me to dinner and convinced me to play on the squad. Dog.
Nick got the freedom to say that now, man. He can say whatever he wants.
Exactly.
Not do about an owner or anything.
One of the next big picks I saw was Earl Clark from Louisville.
Earl Clark. Sound familiar. I don't remember much.
Earl Clark was nice. He's like 6'9", 6'10", had a nice little jump on him. I think he was with Brooklyn for a minute. But the dude, he had game. He had a nice little handle on him. He could shot block. I just don't know what happened when he got to the league.
Yeah, I do not remember much about him at all. They ain't bring him. I don't know. What roster you on?
He went to Tri-State, and from Tri-State, I don't remember no big names on their squad. I think Ricky Davis is coaching them now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Ricky Davis coaching them now. And it's funny because when Ricky Davis was nice in Big 3 for a minute, they drafted a what they call it, a foreigner with the 3rd pick, some dude named Dusan Boulot. I've never heard of this dude in my life. But Meta World Peace got drafted to Meta World Peace Ron Artest. So, dog, like, this is gonna be it might be something good to watch this year.
Yeah, I just looked up the draft too right now, man. Ryan Hollins.
Bum ass Ryan Hollins. Mabadou Njai, they say he's a bucket getter for this league.
Jody Meeks, I ain't heard from him in years.
Man, I ain't heard from Jody Meeks. Dog.
I thought he was done. He was good.
Dog.
I know he was hooping.
It's been a long time. Long time coming.
He was nice from outside too, though. He could shoot, you know.
I'm trying to see. Will Bynum still out there in his league. It's him and Josh Smith. Dog, Perry Jones is in this league still. Eddie Curry.
No, wait. I didn't know Eddie Curry was in there, dog.
I didn't know Eddie Curry was in there, dog.
I know last season was canceled because of it, so.
Right, and Al Jefferson there.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I must have read the wrong Pargo. Damn, that's Jeremy Pargo. That's okay. So Gennaro and Jeremy Pargo in this.
Hey.
Shit.
I didn't know Barbosa was there too, though.
Leandro?
Yeah, he was ball
Oh shit, I ain't know that either, dog. This upcoming season might be a nice little season for the big three.
hard. I'm interested, man. Especially after the year, taking that year off. They was coming in the first couple of years pretty hot, man. There was a lot of crowds out there. So,
Man, they was real hot the past few years, doing some real good work.
yeah,
I was like, man, I was shocked by Cube. Like I was in the I was in the Juneteenth parade here in Houston, and I had to drive one of the Jeeps from my job through it, and Clyde Drexler was in it, and he was representing the big three, and I was like, oh shit, you know. Got to talk to him for like half a second, but I was like, damn. But shit, speaking of drafts, they got the lottery tomorrow.
yeah.
Who you thinking gonna snag that number one?
I hope it ain't Cleveland. They done had enough number one picks, man.
Dog, it better not be Cleveland.
It better not be Cleveland or Minnesota. I could deal with anybody else. I think a team that really could use it. Hold on, let me pull up real quick, man.
I want the Knicks to get it.
I would love to go to State take, but that ain't happening.
Dog, I would love for Golden State to get it because they would trade it.
Yeah, and you brought up an interesting trade with that top pick that they're getting.
Dog, I want them to get it so they can trade it. But they only have a 0.5% of chance of getting it. Just to have, like, another team I wouldn't mind seeing getting that pick is the Spurs.
Yeah, they're gonna have a nice little ways fight to get up to that number one seed. That's number one pick too, man. They right down there with Golden State.
Dog, OKC could have 3 top 5 picks.
And,
Possibly.
but look how easily they can flip those picks too.
They could.
Yeah,
They could.
Like I know they're going young. I know they're trying to build for the future, but you get all these picks. Don't do what Danny Ainge.
Man.
And they may not, come to life. And you still get all this talent in the league right now. You got players. I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna be a superstar right now, but there's a lot of assets in the league right now that may not be happy with the franchise that's going right now, or coming off the end of their contract with construction. But they got a lot of options that's gonna sit on.
Man.
For sure they're gonna be paying out.
Dog, it's crazy how many picks they got. I think they have 30 over the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And that's first round picks. And then you gotta also put in the fact that they just got Kemba. They just got the 16th pick from Boston. And it's like, but Kemba, I don't think he's gonna be there. I think they're gonna buy him out.
It's not being there at all.
He shouldn't be there, man. Like that's fucked up how they did Kemba. And it goes back to, I think I said it last week, that Kemba was hurt by the fact that they wanted to trade him. But Brad Stevens was the one that didn't want him on the squad. And as soon as Brad Stevens get his ass in the motherfucking spot to do something, he trades him.
Yeah.
That's his very first. Like, man, I saw that trade come across my phone. I'm like, damn, we still in playoff games. I'm like, shit, nigga. Like, ain't nobody else had a chance to look at the scenario and decide I wanted them. Like, it's playoff teams still available that probably wanted his ass, and like, shit, what if they wanted to go get him? Could now Kemba come on to the playoff roster?
Right. Buy him out and let him, but you see the rift, whatever
Dog.
I feel bad for him, but he started off with Charlotte all the years and couldn't do much, and then get to Boston for a year and a half, get right back to the worst team in the league. It's crazy how they do it.
Dog. It's not even just that. They wanted him gone so bad. They said take our first round pick too.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, his value can't be that low. But
It's
that's
like,
crazy.
nigga, what did I do to you? Like,
They used to Kyle Horford too. Like, I mean, Horford, I'm sure he could still play. But, yo, that's rough.
bruh.
That's rough to wake up to. Man.
Now they say the top 5 players coming into the draft. They say this draft is real top heavy. Even though I looked at the list and it's some big names that they talking, well, just big names, because that's all we got really now is names, not much talent. But fucking 1 through 5 was Cade Cunningham. I like him at 1. They got him locked in at number 1. They saying flipping right now between 2 and 3 is gonna be Evan Mobley and Jalen Green. Number 4 was Jalen Suggs, and then number 5 was Jonathan Kuminga.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can give you numbers. Jalen Johnson was number 6, so it's a lot of Jalen's right there.
Yeah.
But after that, it get a little funky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at these names too. It's like,
Dog, number 8 is Franz Wagner. Franz wasn't even the best player on his team. Franz Wagner from Michigan.
whoa.
Yes. So Franz, like, dog, you know I'm a diehard Michigan guy, but Franz is not that nice. Like, so if you remember when Michigan had that nice little tourney run when they had Trey Burke and Tim Hardaway, Franz is not touching Glenn Robinson III. Franz is like, dog, I don't know what the big white boy name was on the squad from Michigan this past season, but he's way better than Franz Wagner.
That's saying a lot too.
Dog, way better. And they got Franz Wagner at number 8. Hell, Davion Mitchell. From Baylor. I think that's where he was at.
Yeah.
They got him at number 15. And they got Wagner at 8.
Hey, man. It's knowing, like, yeah, that's the name right there.
Bruh, at number 32 was Zaire Williams.
Wow.
At number 47, they got Ayo Dosunmu.
I don't remember him.
Ayo from Illinois. I can't say his last name.
Okay.
And so at number 50, they got Luka Garza.
Oh no, Iowa.
Yeah, and these all players ranked behind Franz Wagner's weak ass. I like Franz, but he's not that good.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially not after his names either. Like most those 3 names that you named, they're first round talent. Easy. I don't understand.
they got them as second round picks right now. 32, 47, and 50. I mean, they got some hellified work to do in the combine in order to get their way just into that first round pick conversation.
That's crazy. I'm looking at, like, I mean, Brandon Boston. He's not. He had an offer. I'm not gonna say offer. It's just you can tell his confidence wasn't there in Kentucky this past year, but he's got more upside than Bron. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy, man. Greg Brown. They got him late first round, early second. Yeah, I don't know what they see in this Bron. I don't see anything. What they
Bro,
see, man.
bro, I see nothing in Franz Wagner. Absolutely nothing. Like,
Hey,
dude, nothing.
I, but see now, that's what them trading the picks would be great right now. I'm not. If you got Franz that high, man, I'm not risking my picks. You know, you doing for the future. You could trade these picks, especially for this year.
Bruh.
I don't know. I
Like,
don't know.
they gotta do something, man, cause like Cade Cunningham, he the one. Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs, Jalen Johnson, Josh Giddey, yeah.
Mhm.
But that about, well, I get Kaminga too, and Evan Mobley, but that's about that's about where it's gonna be. You're gonna have a top heavy draft in like the first 7 to 8, and then it's gonna be a huge drop off in talent, and then somebody gonna catch steals in the back of that draft because they gonna once again elevate that foreign talent like they do
Yeah, yeah,
every year. Like last year, I think it was where it was like all them damn foreigners drafted. It was like, bruh, all these bum ass niggas ain't about to come over here and do nothing.
ain't heard nothing at all this year.
Right.
Nothing at all. And
Like,
this is year after COVID. You would think that some of these players, like you see all these players wrestling or being injured. You would think that these international players step in. They ain't heard nothing from them.
ain't heard shit, dog. And that's because I think they COVID guidelines was way stricter than ours though, so they probably couldn't even fucking hoop.
Yeah,
So, and they probably putting their names in the pot with no goddamn tape. Gonna come over here and get their ass bust because they too skinny, too frail. I mean, let's be real, man. We finna see it in these Olympics. Yo, American basketball players, American hoopers are a million times better than what they got across the water.
yeah. And you see that because all these, you got so many rookies coming over that's in their late 30s. You know, being rookies in the NBA their first year. So, this is a homegrown talent. Like,
Right, man. We talk about Pablo Prigioni, 34 years old, rookie. Like, nigga, you done already.
Christian, what's the name? Conklin in Denver.
Oh, yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that was
And then good. Yeah, Carlos blah, 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 blah. I see his jersey. I'm like, man, I want to throw your jersey in a recycling bin. It looked like that shit belong at fucking a Ross or some shit. Them places where they sell all the fucked up jerseys because they done spilled something wrong or they did some shit. That's how that nigga jersey belong. Right there, cause they nigga got a million jerseys in there, cause they done spilled or put too many Z's in this shit.
don't.
Dog, that motherfucker, man. But I'm gonna tell you, that motherfucker was hitting some big ass threes for the Nuggets. Too bad he got their ass sent home though.
But hey, man, Devin Booker was he's on another level now, man.
Hey, I saw your comment talking about talking about if you need to see what putting on the clinic is, watch a Devin Booker's game 1.
That was man. That what got me the most in that game was how he controlled the tempo after coming off the pick and roll. He didn't rush his shot. He didn't over dribble. Like every time he came off that pick and roll, especially in the third and fourth quarter, it was perfect. The shot was perfect. I remember. I think he had like 13 points in a row at one point,
Oh shit.
and it was like he was in control of that whole game, and he got the triple double yesterday. Like that was something to see. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not putting up there with Kevin Durant, Giannis, any all-time performances, but it was just something that I wouldn't expect to see a young player like that on the big stage. You know, this is first this is first playoff appearance. You know, so yeah, first playoff season, and yeah, he's just been on fire. No.
Man, dog, you're not lying. So, what you think about this upcoming series?
And the way they played yesterday, like I'm gonna give the Clippers a chance. I'm gonna say it's gonna go 6 at least, and I'm saying that because Chris Paul is gonna come back. We don't know what's going on with Kawhi. So if you bring Chris Paul back, like either playing early or the last round, and then that was looking like playing a whole season. That's too much for Paul to do it alone. I know he's getting up for great players. That may tell off that he may be doing too much to shoot them out of game, and there's nobody else out there.
I think we'll see Kawhi before we see CP3.
Oh, really?
Yep, I think CP3 got the Roni, and
Got it. You know, did he test positive?
I think he tested positive, and he has the vaccine, but I think he has the Roni despite having the vaccine. And they did confirm that Kawhi only has a sprain, so I think we'll see him before we see. Well, actually, it's Kawhi. He might be done for the playoffs. That nigga's not coming back.
We know what he's trying to do.
I put it up on the page already. Kawhi's done. He won his way up out of the Clippers. He said, "Yo, these niggas is not the niggas for me." He said, "Steve Ballmer, look at me. This is your captain. You're the captain now. I don't want on the ship anymore." He gave that motherfucker the keys back. Said, "This is yours." You remember that commercial? Oh shit, what was that? You remember that commercial where what's my man's name? When Kawhi was driving the old school and it had the crown hanging off the keychain. He gave them keys back to Ballmer like, "Yo, I don't want these motherfuckers no more." Bruh, he like, "Man, yo, I got a good deal for you. Just send me to Golden State. They got you, all right?"
Who Ballmer getting back though?
Ballmer gonna get back Wiseman and that pick, and unfortunately, we gotta see Dame stay his ass in Portland and not get no help.
They gonna get some. They gonna get some.
If they do get him some help, it's gonna be Bradley Beal.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's cool to start off. You know, it's
That means CJ McCollum gone though. That means CJ McCollum gone though.
let him go.
Okay.
Let him go. I'm looking more so at the coach more than anything. Starts to there for 8 years, 8 or 9 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Almost a decade.
Yeah. So sometimes the philosophy just doesn't work, and it's not always all on the players. The coach that takes some responsibility too. So I mean, I saw now they got Chauncey Billups and Becky Hammond as the 2 finalists for that Portland head coach vacancy. So,
I told you where Becky going.
huh?
I told you where Becky going. She going to Orlando.
Yeah. She going somewhere this year.
Her and Teresa Weatherspoon.
I hope Weatherspoon gets there. I would love to see Weatherspoon in New Orleans.
That's why I heard her name being floated.
You said what?
So that's why I heard her name being floated a lot. Was in New Orleans. And that's for Teresa Weatherspoon. And Jason Kidd's name's been coming up in the Dallas talks. But again, I think he stays his monkey ass right there in L.A. And they gonna fire Vogel. Chauncey Billups.
That's the only reason why he got that.
But Mike D'Antoni's another name that they talking about a lot. I've heard his name being mentioned with Portland, but he's trash. Toronto, no, not Toronto. It's another team. Yeah, Indiana. They mentioned his name with Indiana. Mike Budenholzer may be still on his way out, depending on what happened with this series with Atlanta. I can't. Fucking Atlanta. How the fuck did that happen?
Trae Young, man. But you know what? No, I'm not gonna say Trae Young. He was ass last night.
Ben Simmons.
The Philly Pirates. Yeah, Ben Simmons. It's a trio. Ben Simmons, an ability to improve his game in the areas where he needs it most. And B, thing with B, I think the only thing that hurt him was the turnovers.
He had 8 turnovers. But
Game 6, another 7 last night.
But dog, that's because as soon as Ben Simmons crossed the goddamn half court line, he giving the ball to Ben Simmons at the 3/4 line. Like, damn nigga, give it to me in the post. I gotta catch it out here. I gotta handle the ball. I gotta shoot a 3 because you won't shoot that bitch. Dog, you saw the move where he catch the ball, he catch the spin, and Gallo kind of knocked the ball away from him. He get it back, but he has an open lane for a dunk and does not take it.
It wasn't even the lane. He was right under the basket.
Yeah, like, nigga, what you... Shaq said if he was on my team, I would have knocked his ass out.
Yeah, I can see that. Because you the point guard, you got this high IQ, and you right under the basket, and you talking to a 6'3" Steph Curry, who's got 2 people on him. I don't know what got into Simmons' head this series. This is the worst I've seen a star player play since LeBron.
Nigga, that nigga shot 38% from the free throw line.
33.
Dog,
It ain't no but
how do you do that?
And I saw another one today. He was only 3 for 3 in the 4th quarter in the entire series.
Wait, what?
I got in my phone somewhere, but he was the only time he scored or took a shot was game 2, 3, and maybe 5 in the 4th quarter.
Dog, how?
How do you do that? That
You-
shows you want the ball late in the game.
You're a quote unquote superstar.
This guy was compared to LeBron coming out. Like, I don't know.
Dog, I went to one of his LSU games.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like, Jody had gave me some tickets to go see, dog, and we drove out there to go see the game, and that's when they had, I forget the other dude name, but they was nice, dog, and he had a decent game, but man, 3 for 3 in 7 games.
Like that's you can't do that.
That's 7 fourth quarters, and you only took 3 shots, nigga.
Free throw lines too, like he's the next big. We all know he's been traded. If he's not traded, I don't see why you want to keep that around. You can tell his talent is not there at all.
Yo, ain't he from Canada? No, he from Australia.
Really,
That might be the trade. They might send his ass to Toronto.
Well, I think they said send that to Australia.
Oh yeah, they can do that too.
Yeah. Hey, that's just great.
Like, they might send his ass to Toronto though. Look for Cal, like maybe even Spicy P.
Yeah. It was a point in time last season he wasn't happy with Nick Nurse.
Ooh, Spicy P.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
straight. Man, look at me. I just be throwing shit out there and they be right there.
He said, well,
But Kyle Lowry might be the name though that we see, cause well he a free agent though, right?
yeah, he is. He is. But you can do a sign and trade too.
Yeah, they might sign and trade him, so that might work out to their benefit, just to take away some of that cap, cause I know Tobias ass, he getting paid like a 190 million or some shit like that.
He got a max. He got a max contract.
Right, and then Embiid come up for the max in 2 years.
Yeah. But see now that's kind of tricky right there too. But yeah, he's great. But you want to deal with the injuries too, though.
That's 200 million, dog. That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know he'll take it. He'll take it in the offseason.
Mm-hmm. Dog, and just think about like all of the trades that they balked on. They balked on the James Harden trade for Ben. They balked on Oladipo. They could have kept Jimmy around probably instead of Ben. Man, dog, it's
You can even go back to
Markelle
2
Fultz.
years.
Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, you go back to him. You go back to, and these aren't even star players. I remember the year they had JJ Redick. They had shooters. They had Redick, and they had a couple other white dudes who they sniped.
Landry Shamet. They had Landry Shamet.
He was Shamit, Redick, and he was so.
Yeah. Yep, it was Ilyasova.
Right, not big names, but they produced, and you just let them walk. And
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Philly curse is something.
And it's real, like, well, I mean, I guess I can't really say it's for everything because the Eagles don't won now. But that shit, because, damn, when was they ain't won a championship since maybe the 80s.
Yeah, since Dr. J.
Yeah, Doc and them won. They beat the Lakers. God damn, that's a long time. Like,
Had some big dudes come through that franchise over the years, over the decade.
yeah, man, they had a squad with Barkley, Moses, and Doc.
Yep.
So I mean, shit, dog. Is at some point you just be like, man, as an organization, you just gotta look in the mirror and say we fucking up, and that's what's just going on out there in Philly. I mean, shit. You can't really say that we fucking up when you look at Brooklyn's situation because, I mean, they just Thanos snapped his fingers one too many times
Yeah.
and fucked up his team. He snapped his fingers and it took out the team. And dog, like I don't know what the hell Steve Nash was doing by not playing Jeff Green more.
First year coach.
Yeah, and then he got that bitch ass nigga sitting next to him.
Right. And I was thinking about that yesterday. Why not just hire D'Antoni? They mirror the same thing. Like you didn't have to, I don't know what the backstory on all that, how Nash even got the job in the first place. You could have just hired D'Antoni and just get on your way. You're gonna get the same result.
Now he got that job because what's my boy KD. You know when KD was out there in Golden State, yeah, him and them two became tight when he was out there in Golden State, and so them coming over here now to fucking Brooklyn was supposed to be something different so that he can give Kyrie game on Vision and shit. And Kyrie, you know, every time you look up, Kyrie hurt. He one of them dudes that every time you look up, you love Kyrie, you love his game, you love what he bring to the game, but the nigga just hurt all the time. And it's funny, Big Baby said, "Hey man, it's that same foot you stepped on Lucky with is the same foot you fucked up." He said, "Karma got your ass." And it's like, damn, when you think of it like that, nigga, damn. Sorry. Shit.
That's lucky Irish right there, man.
Thank you to JB Gaming TV for the subscribe. You a real one for the subscribe, buddy. But yeah, man, like, dog. What else? What was the other? Damn, that shit was loud. I don't know if y'all heard it, but dog, it just came through my ears, and it was like, wow, that was loud. But let's see what the other what was the other series? Clippers. Oh, what you got? Clippers. You said not Clippers. You said Suns and 6.
No, I got him. What you know? What? Yeah, I'm gonna skip this.
Yeah, Suns and 6. I got Clippers in 7.
Alright.
And
Expect a lot better soon. I mean, eventually, not a lot. You say you done. So you still got Clippers 7?
yeah, I got Clippers 7, winning in 7, and Kawhi not returning no more at all this season. And they're gonna lose a championship too. Unfortunately, damn man, like I hate to see this shit, but Milwaukee's gonna win a championship.
It's an easy path for them now. You gotta be.
Like I think they've been trying to find the next. I think this year was like a kind of like a experimental year for them. Like the NBA's been trying to experiment and find a new face of the league. LeBron's turning that corner. Curry's getting old. It's time for them to start looking for that new face. And so I think they experimented this year to see what a finals or a playoffs would look like without much of LeBron or Steph. And a lot of people are trying to react. Oh well, a lot of people are reacting well to it, in terms of, oh well, I like it. I like seeing some different teams, and it's not there in the finals. But what I miss about the is names. Like Giannis ain't that dude to me. Like I can't stand watching Giannis play. All I see is the same thing. It's like, why can't nobody just sit there and step in front of this dude and take the charge? His Euro game is not that effective. He ain't got no handles.
No, at all. It irritates me seeing him reset, and just go back to the top of the key and the exact same move we done seen in the last 5-10 minutes.
Bruh.
He's gonna stop playing around with that. I'll give him that.
This brother get the ball, get stopped. It'd be 9 seconds on the shot clock. He run it right back to the half court line to get a full head of steam and to get fouled. It's like, come on now. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, so Giannis. I mean, I agree. Giannis ain't the answer. But you don't think? I know you hate towards Trae Young, but you don't think they got a chance at all?
They got no chance in hell. They got no chance in hell. It ain't even shit to think about. Like, man, I was thinking about this shit today because I was like, yo, could it be possible that maybe they just trying to make a new big market? Could Atlanta, like everybody talks about Atlanta, like from our culture, everybody talks about Atlanta, but Atlanta ain't got no championships.
None.
Atlanta Falcons ain't got shit. Atlanta Hawks ain't got shit since maybe the 70s, maybe the 60s. Fucking who?
Braves.
I think the Braves won something in the 90s because they was winning all them division titles like back to back to back to back. I think they got like 18 division titles or some shit like that. Because you know the Braves had a whip for a minute. Yeah, I gonna talk baseball, but when they had Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, and all them names, Chipper Jones, Kenny Lofton, man, yeah, Andrew, yeah, they had a squad back in the day, but Atlanta, they ain't got no championships, dog. Like nobody thinks of Atlanta as championship town.
Right. But they think of it's nightlife there too. It's
The big booty.
that's what you market to though. You know, and they feel, eventually the winner will come. I mean, even this year with the Hawks, nobody expecting to go to the East Finals right now, but they got I mean, whether it's a lot of damn laggers jumping on, but the titles will eventually come. I guess that's what CJ is thinking. They're trying to bring a new market, which makes sense. I'm with you. I'm not a big fan of that.
They won a World Series in 1995.
Okay.
So that was the last time they said he had a championship.
Yeah, that's 2 decades, 3 decades.
It's a long time ago. Y'all a little bit behind the spectrum. Motherfucking, they had Quavo Huncho in the locker room dancing with them. Like I don't want no world champion where we talking about Quavo is dancing with them. Like dog, we just had Drake dancing with Miami. We just had Drake dancing with Cleveland. We just had Drake dancing with Golden State and Toronto.
Yeah.
But here we are, we talking about Quavo. We go from Drake to Quavo. Y'all at least could have gave me Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Gave me Quavo.
Yeah. I got a question though. We know Giannis not going to be the face. Who do you have that's going to be that guy for the next 10 years, 15 years?
After they trade him to New York, Zion Williamson.
Yeah. That's what going through.
No. Because I don't even know who you trade from New York, dog. Like, you gotta give, like, you can't play Zion and Julius at the same time. Your front court is way too small. But I mean, shit, man. He want to be there.
Yo, here, that's
And right, and RJ his best friend.
right. But I hate that we at the point of the NBA where these friends want to, like, I get friends and say that everything, but that Zion and RJ didn't work. Like,
Nope.
I mean, they it didn't work. And you expect that you have 1 year. Because Zion missed, like, what, 7 games? A handful of games.
Zion missed his last few games at Duke, and he missed damn near the whole season, his first season. No, he didn't. He came and played it. Yeah, he missed. He damn near missed half the season, his first year.
And you want this combo to work in the NBA, like, nah, some stuff is not gonna work. you know, this whole playing with the money and all that stuff. We seen it in Houston with Russell and Hart. That didn't work.
Ain't work. Russ was like, get me away from this nigga.
Come on, man. So, if I look, you're not happy in the world once I get it. But if we try to get traded, we try to get to a team where you're gonna fit and y'all actually have a shot of doing something. It's not gonna happen.
Where do you think he has a shot of doing something?
That's tough because where do you put him? Like what position does he play? He plays inside, but he also brings the ball.
That's your Larry Johnson right there.
That's true. That's true.
And he, you can't really put him no. Like, ain't nowhere really for him to go. Like Boston, you can put Tatum back at his small forward spot. But then now you got to worry about going to get Robert Williams. You could play him, I guess, because he was starting to emerge.
They need a big. Like, I hate the undersized big.
Hey, but that undersize is what got the Clippers to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
In my
Seven players.
yeah, but they started playing Batum at center and started killing Jokic.
Yeah.
And Jokic ass his nose got his ass sent to the goddamn to the fishing trip. Trying to slap up, man. Dog, let me talk about something. Hold on, man. I was about to say where I was like, as soon as I started talking about Jokic, as soon as the name I was about to say, it triggered me. I watched this motherfucker dance with Russell Westbrook for I don't know how many seasons. Then he came to Chicago, and they was like, he tried to dance in Chicago, actually. And they was like, oh, hell nah. Nigga, take your ass down to the G League. He went to the G League. Probably was dancing there. And then he get to the Suns, and he is now busting people ass in the Western Conference. Come on, man. Cameron Payne don't even look like a human. You seen his head? No human has a slope head like that. But Cameron Payne went from dancing, I'm a dance machine, to I'm getting buckets. This nigga's Jesus Shuttlesworth out here.
You know what's funny? I wanted to do up the draft. I instantly regretted that. And then when he came back, he actually got signed for the Bulls. I was pissed off. But I seen what he did on the season. That's all he did was dance. He didn't bring anything to the table.
He had all the hand moves.
Yeah, he had a great dancing coach in Westbrook. So that was the only time he was getting on TV.
Bruh, like,
This.
that's the culture, huh? That's where the culture took us. You learn how to footwork, you're gonna be a hooper. It's like nigga, Cameron Payne. But man, as we winding down, is it anything else big going on in sports that you got on your mind?
I was interested in this draft, but you read off the name.
That's fucked up. They say CP3 is officially out for Game 2.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh shit, dude!
I don't.
I just read that the Vikings rookie defensive tackle Jalen Twyman was shot 4 times.
What, is he good? Or,
Says he's shot 4 times while visiting family in DC. Said agent says he's expected to make a full recovery.
man,
And then I've also read that 2 other players was arrested. So I mean, we in that time now where nigga, we back outside.
off season, you know that. Hey,
Yo,
that's some stuff you can't get home without worrying about people coming at you because of your name. I mean, I don't know what the situation was, but you would think that's crazy.
man, niggas is back outside, dog. Like you about to start hearing about everybody getting popped off, and I hate it. I hate it, and like I know where you at, so it's the wild wild west out there,
Right.
and I hate it, dog.
Yeah, me and my yeah, we was talking about that a few days ago. I mean, I'm not in the city, but me and my family we like to go downtown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just stuff happening downtown too.
Yeah, that's what Lil Reese got hit at
Yeah,
when he got shot. Man, dog.
so that's everywhere. You know,
All right, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat real fast too. I got a couple of trade things, and then a few start bench cut,
oh yeah, I like those. I like
and we gonna see. All right, so we're gonna get with these trades real fast first. So Ben Simmons for C.J. McCollum.
oh, what is Ben? I'm at the point. What is Ben Simmons bringing to the team? And you see Dame already frustrated. I hope he's what Dame's already point guard.
Yeah. Okay, so no. All right,
Yeah,
Ben Simmons. Right, Ben Simmons for Buddy Hield and Marvin Bagley.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't like it. I'll take it. I think they'll bring something good.
All right, Ben Simmons for Kemba Walker.
I'll take that. Both sides. Where's OKC going?
Right, that could be they block, they building block. Okay, next is Ben Simmons for D'Angelo Russell.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. You want me to explain?
No, cause
Okay.
I don't like Minnesota at all. Next, you got Ben Simmons to the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis to the Rockets, and John Wall to the Sixers in a 3-team deal.
I think everyone wins that one. I think everyone wins that one.
I think that's the best one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Especially Dallas. Man. If you could take the ball out of Luka's hands for a little bit, you know, I guess Ben could set up. He could do something like that. I mean, I know he plays defense, so that's something that Dallas could use a lot of right there too. So
And you still have shooting.
you still, yeah, Tim Hardaway.
You got Tim Hardaway, you got Luka, you got Finney.
You got Cleaver too. He is some shots.
Yeah. So I mean that might be the best solution, and you get Luka away from KP.
until he proves something. It's been nothing for him since his rookie year.
Man, big time. Like it was some like KP's injuries fucked him off. Like when he was in the league, when he first came in, he was catching tip dunks. He was flying from sideline to sideline, just trying to block shots, and you don't see that no more. He not jumping, trying to block those shots like that. He not catching those tip dunks like that. He don't trust them legs no more. And like, man, once that happened, once he lose that trust as a big man, you just toast. Cause you start running stiff as a board. You start running around stiff as a board.
He's not 25 yet, I don't think. He's still young. So that mentality right now is not good.
Exactly. All right, now so we're gonna get to this start bench cut. So for this one is gonna be for the Chicago scene right now for high school hoops. I'm gonna go Quinn Richardson. I'm gonna go Will Bynum. And I'm gonna go Ronnie Fields.
I'm going to start Ronnie. Bench Will hurt you.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I hate that I got to touch you. I hate that.
That's my start. That's my start. Yo, Quentin Richardson in high school was something different, dog. Like even that year that he played at DePaul, like nigga was nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know Ronnie Fields gets overshadowed with.
KG. That was my bench.
That was a bit okay. You couldn't do it?
Yeah. And I love Will.
I know how you feel about Will Bond too.
Mm-hmm. Cause Ronnie Fields, dog, if it wasn't for that accident, dog, we talking about a whole different type of arc on his career. I think he was gonna be like Stephon Marbury was. Like,
I was NBA All. He was gonna be a multi-time All for sure.
yeah, dude was nice. Like, man, yo, Ronnie Fields was different, dog. Like, niggas just don't know. Let's see, what's my next one? What was you gonna say?
You highlighted Ronnie Fields too, man. I'm missing.
Next one is gonna be this is gonna be a little from college days. So you got Providence's God Sham God, North Carolina's Rashad McCants, and Xavier's Jordan Crawford.
I'm gonna cut with him. I'm gonna start Crawford. That he was on real Crawford.
Crawford was a Xavier. Crawford was Xavier, and Sham God was Providence.
Yeah, Xavier, you fucking the Lord and Xavier. I'm gonna start him. Sham God, I mean, this handle is something. You got the nickname for a reason.
Yeah, huh?
Huh?
I remember when he got drafted. Me and my boys, we were sitting in there. God has been drafted. Dog, God Sham God, that nigga was nice.
Yeah, he's got to be on a roster. Whether
That-
he's starting him, he's got to be on there somehow.
And he was a walking bucket, dog. He was cold. But my start was God Sham God. My bench was Jordan Crawford, and it's hard to say it, but my cut is Rashad McCants. Rashad McCants in college, dog. They was comparing him to Mike.
I remember.
They was comparing him to Mike, man, and like you see little flashes of what he could do in the big three now, but it ain't what it's supposed to be. Rashad McCants was supposed to be different, dog, and I think the NBA fucked him up because they didn't let him be Rashad McCants.
Yeah. Well, he got drafted in Minnesota, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. He went to Minnesota. Fucked him all up. Damn, man. And I think that was like around the time when they had, like, dog, Minnesota used to draft some really good people, like Johnny Flynn. Like, yeah, Rubio was nice. Well, I think Rubio was nice all like most of his career. He had a ceiling. He had a ceiling, and like he reached his ceiling when he got to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reached the ceiling by the time he got to Phoenix. Like, he was nice, but he just wasn't gonna never be what they advertised him to be.
And they pushed for that too, man. I remember they pushed for that so hard.
Dog, they thought he was gonna be the next Steve Nash.
And they got annoying. It was so annoying seeing that, he couldn't shoot a lick.
He couldn't shoot a lick. Not when he first came in. It took him 12, 13 years for him to shoot the ball good.
His playmaking was not as advertised, in my opinion. So, he had solid defense. That was about it.
Yeah, they made it seem like he was gonna come in doing shit like Jason Williams, like white chocolate.
Bro, I seen somebody compare him to Pete Maravich.
I did too. I saw that comparison. Yeah. Like,
That's what everybody's getting compounded. Outlandish comparisons. That's annoying.
oh dog, I be sitting there watching games and be like when Indiana had University of Indiana, when they had Victor Oladipo on the squad, and they'd be playing games against Michigan. Dick Vitale used to blow me, dog. Every time fucking Oladipo would do something, he'd be like, Jordan. I was like, oh, I'm about to whoop this nigga Vitale ass. Dog, they kept comparing Victor Oladipo to Mike when he was like, dog, come on. Like, I was like, man, this is the furthest thing on the planet to Mike. Like, man, like, I be sitting there watching games and I be comparing, like, I made a comparison to I was calling Glenn Robinson III Trevor Ariza. He had Pippen like skills, but that's it. It's just he had the skill. And it's like, and that's what Trevor Ariza is to me, a poor man Scottie Pippen. He could have been a whole lot better, but
I'm thinking too, when you said Vince compared to him, like, the all-time, not all-time, but league great Michael, he gets shitted on so much for being compared.
Harold Miner.
Is that where it started? No, it started with Ron Harper. Remember when he was with Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah, it started with him.
Dog.
I've never understood.
They even did it with Drexler.
Yeah.
Like this,
They the league at the same time.
dog.
But, yeah, it's started with Ron Harper. Remember when he was with Cleveland? Yeah, it started with him.
Dog.
Yeah, it started with him.
They was trying to compare this man with everybody and trying to make the next Mike while he was still fresh in the league, winning championships, and he was, oh, I take that personally. That's how he was. That's how the nigga was looking at this shit, and I took that personally.
When he said that Cross like Marley over MJ, I'm like, dude, that's why do you do that? You know, why would you
Why you say that out loud?
do that?
Like, how the hell you say that out loud? Like, come on.
Why would it cross your mind in the first place? That's one man.
Bruh.
Cross was something else.
Man, that little midget short. I mean, I don't even know if you can say that, but that little bitch. I can say that. Jerry Krause, that little bitch, man, he fucked up. He fucked up a lot, dog. He fucked up a lot. Like, Mike probably wouldn't even left the first time if Krause had his shit together.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of these, that's what the problem with these organizations. A lot of these motherfuckers get in these positions of power. They start talking to these players any old kind of way, and then these players be like, "Nah, I ain't with this shit, nigga. Let me go." These suits think they done built these teams, and these suits think they built these organizations. Man, you ain't shit but a suit, nigga.
Just crazy people. You're not defending the best player in the league or hitting the clutch shot. You're not doing any of that.
Right, and you shit.
That season,
Right, you ain't signing the check, and then here go the other thing. Your mother, just like that player you think is replaceable, your ass replaceable. They hire your ass so they can fire your ass. Simple as that, shit. It's as simple as that. Man, we ain't got much news going from the NFL, baseball. Oh, you got something?
I got something for you, because I just seen this about an hour ago, man. Otani in the Angels.
Shotanai.
Yeah, so this past week, Tuesday he had a home run, Wednesday he had a home run, Thursday he pitched 6 innings, got a win, 5 strikeouts, no earned run. Friday he had 2 home runs, Saturday a home run, Sunday a home run. Is he the best player in the league right now?
Motherfucker might be the best player of all time. Shit. Man. Talk about fucking home run. I pitched 6 innings, I struck 5 niggas out, home run. No, 2 home runs, home run. That's 7 home runs and the pitch. Like, dog, and I ain't tired.
Right. Like I seen that stat, I'm like, that's impossible. It's impossible.
Bruh. But I'ma still I still gotta say Tatis. Nando Tatis.
Okay, you know what? No, injuries.
Yeah. You know, a lot of other people gonna say Mike Trout. But y'all can't see my face because I'm froze, but I got that look with, come on now. Mike Trout. Y'all only want to say Mike Trout because he got that pigment, he got that non-pigmentation going on with his skin. Y'all.
Nothing spectacular.
Dog.
At an average. That's
Like, man, I done seen the dude hit for the Triple Crown. You ain't finna do all that to me. Miggy's still that dude in terms of that type of shit. But you got Showtime Otani right now, and this nigga pitching and he hitting and I think he took the home run lead too. Actually,
Yeah, I think he has 24, 25, I think.
like dog, that's nuts, dog. If that motherfucker had like 200 Ks and 50 home runs, that shit gonna be nasty.
That's hey, you gotta give him the MVP, whether they make the playoffs or not.
Yeah, that's MVP and Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, crazy. I've never seen that. I really don't think we're gonna see that again.
It's another Otani coming.
Uh,
It's another Otani coming next year from Cuba,
ooh,
and he's leaning towards signing with the White Sox.
whoa.
Best team in baseball.
Yo, what's his name, man? 'Cause I don't think I heard of him.
I don't know, like, man, it's some shit I can't say. I don't know it. Like, some shit I can't say. You been watching anything on TV this week?
Uh,
Just the playoffs?
yeah, this playoffs. Like, look, man, when the playoffs start, that's all I'm doing.
Hey,
I watched Father 6. I told you I tried to watch that. I went to do something else.
I already know.
I,
So I already know how it is, because I be the same way. Sometimes I be like, all right, I'm cool. I'm finna sit down and watch some TV. Then I get up and start walking around. And I go smoke a blunt. Then I be like, all right, what the fuck was I doing? Shit. Man. What, man, I got some new shit, dog. I got this White Runs. Oh, you didn't mean like that, huh? Oh, but TV shows. I started watching this documentary, dog. Netflix got this documentary. Check it out. It's called Murder Mountain. It's about Humboldt County area in California. That's where all of the good weed grow at. Like America, think about all of the weed that you get in America aside that don't come from Mexico. That's where it comes from. It's right there in Humboldt County. These motherfuckers was growing weed. Then they was like, oh shit, this shit ain't evolving with the rest of the world's weed. Like, it ain't as strong. So they went over to Pakistan where they got all of the good weed seeds. And they got the seeds and came back with a kilo of seeds from Pakistan by putting them in, like, they got the weed, they got the seeds, and they sold them into purses to make it look like they was just a part of the purse. Came back, took it out, planted them in the motherfucking fields out there in Humboldt County. And where all of the redwoods at, it's like a shield. Cause you can't see down into to people's properties, cause all of the redwood trees is covering, and so whenever the fucking government fly over, they can't really see shit, and they gotta get down there and be snooping around. Like they gotta actually have a on the ground team going through the woods and shit to go through there, and they say it's hundreds on top of hundreds on top of hundreds of people that go missing every year. Yeah, because niggas go out there thinking they can go get a job and trim up some weed and cut weed and shit like that and go get a job with some of them outlaws. I don't know if you ever seen Ozark, but
I've seen part.
okay, so on the show Ozark, remember, it's a family kind of up in the sticks that played by their own rules with the opioids. That's how most of the people up there play, they say. Dog, they showed a triangle of 3 different counties where it's not policed at all, and everybody's just an outlaw. Like, everybody just trying to protect their shit because they all grow their shit, and it's just like, hey, we just got fences and trees and wood and shit, so you can run up in here at your own risk. Dog, they said people done drove up there, like, be driving up in cars and then a bicycle or a motorcycle come up out of nowhere and just be riding behind you and follow you just to check out and see where you going, make sure you going to where you need to be going and not going to where you're not supposed to be. Dog, I'm sitting there watching this shit. Like, I ain't even finished with it. I'm on episode 2. And I'm like, I'm in awe, dog, because I'm like, yo, niggas is just, they really out here doing this. And it's like they talking to some of the people and they like, yeah, I'm one of the good guys. And, you know, I'll come down, I'll get a townie to come up, trim some trees for me for about 12 hours. And I'll get them, I'll let them sleep in here sometimes. And all that's in there is like a little fucking cabin, like 4 walls, a table, like a cards table, a bunch of weed, and an air mattress, nigga. And he talk about I keep them in here, and they can trim the trees and they make the money. Like, how much they making, nigga? They ain't making much. And you got the...
I thought this was a feel-good story or something.
No, nigga, this shit crazy, dog. Like, and then on top of that, like, I got to that because I was watching a Jeffrey Epstein documentary, and I ain't even finished that because like it was like I had exited out because I was like, man, I can't watch no more of this nastiness right now, and I just left the screen on, and then the fucking Murder Mountain shit had showed up, and I was like, I'll watch that. But Jeffrey Epstein ass, this nigga, oh my lord. Like, this nigga was super wild, dog. Like, he gonna get 15, 14, 13-year-olds giving them $200 for a massage. But like, yo, you go get your homegirl and you bring me some more, I'll pay you for some more. And so he had little girls pimping their friends. It's like...
Man, I seen that part. I seen that one part where she went and got her friend, text her and all that stuff. And it's just a string of friends getting other friends into it. That's bro.
And bruh, and like, then this nigga, he's sitting there like, all right, you know what? Don't even come into my house today. You go to Bill Clinton's house today. Or you go to the Prince house today. Or you go to this, like y'all nasty.
I too.
Huh?
One, no.
You,
I don't know, man.
bruh, and like that shit crazy, and like Wayfair, they was talking about Wayfair was a part of that type of shit, and all of man, dog, you probably even talking about T.I. and them being a part of this. Who knows?
His name popped in my head too when you bringing this stuff up, man. It's crazy memes that's a part of this stuff. The public figures that's a part of this ring that's been called now, but it's a ring though. And the names that's a part of it, people you don't think that's in these, it's crazy.
It was like Ghislaine Maxwell, that's the chick, that was his wife. So, Epstein, they say he committed suicide. I'm putting up air quotes. I think they killed his ass. But Ghislaine Maxwell, they bouncing her from area to area to area to area because they think somebody gonna try and kill her too because she part of that shit and she know all these names. But yeah, and like dog, she was a big part of this shit too because she was one of the people that was like, hey, if she was going down there recruiting the little girls, she'll find a girl, hey, so you like to do massage therapy? I see you reading a massage therapy book. Why don't you come over to my house at such and such time? And then they'll get over there, take your clothes off, and then she taking her clothes off too. Like, dog, that whole shit was like mind blowing, dog. Like, it's mind blowing. All of the like some of these documentaries, I be just sitting here just like, this shit happened. And
Happen to me.
Right, and then it's like, man, and then y'all just be looking at niggas in your kind of way, and all you motherfuckers is just nasty, nasty, nasty.
That, that's something I know look, I can't deal. I can't deal with that.
Man,
It's a special type of person. Yeah, that's special. A mentally ill person that you can't do.
you are 1,000% right, man. Niggas is nasty though. But I think that's all I got for today and for this episode. What about you, man?
Good, man.
All right, cool.
Good.
We gonna
Nice impromptu episode.
yeah. Next Sunday, I don't think we gonna be as mature. I don't know. I might be a little bit more immature Sunday after I've let go of some of my emotional and my feelings from this past weekend. So, and then I'm gonna pull up a little bit more. I didn't really drink today. I was just doing a whole lot of puffing on my my vape, my THC vape. So yeah, I guess I gotta say it's THC because I ain't with that CBD shit. I got these Packwoods now, dog.
Yeah.
It got keef on the outside and 2 grams on the inside. Yeah, those, man. Let me tell you, I got a white runts in one, and then super skunk in another one, and what's the other one called? DTLAOG.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah. So next week we gonna talk about some high stories. I'm gonna tell y'all some stories about being high, and I'm sure you probably got some nice drunken or high stories too.
Oh yeah, I can tell next week will be fun.
Yeah. So next week we gonna get into a little story time, and we'll holler at y'all next week.
Yeah.
So yeah.